Hello, everybody at GameBreaker TV. My name is Casey, aka Crackshot, and this will be my audition tape for the show The Republic, featuring Star Wars: The Old Republic. Would like to be the third anchor on there. I did see in the past video that you guys were looking for a third, so this will be my audition tape. Gary said that he wanted us to talk basically like we were on the show, so I'll go ahead and force jump right into that. First of all, let me talk about the recent update they had about the codex in the show. I really like this idea behind the codex. Yeah, I remember when I was playing Mass Effect, I never really got into codex before, but when I was playing that, I actually sat down for quite a while and just went through all of the primary codex and just watched them because it was really interesting to me with the lore in that show, or in that video game, and just the information that it provided. It was really exciting, and I liked it a lot. Another thing I wanted to talk about also was the UI that they released. I agree with Gary. I mean, the bright blue bordering around it is really off-putting, and it just kind of sticks out. Me, personally, as an MMO player, I'm a UI minimalist. I like my UI to have very small, like, borders, and just give the information basically and not have a whole bunch of filler. Another thing that I think that they could really do with that, and that I haven't heard anybody talk about much, and I'm kind of wondering why, but why not have different UIs for different classes? I mean, look at games like StarCraft, that if you were Zerg or Protoss or whatever, the UI would change, and it would look specific to that race. Why couldn't you do the same thing with different classes, like with the Force, have like a Force Lightning thing around it, and then with like a tech based class have, like, you know, wiring like the unskinned C3PO or something like that. I think that would be really cool, and I think that would be a really awesome alternative. And then also to have the option to turn that off. I would love that, because like I said before, I am a minimalist when it comes to UIs, and I just like it really clean. Robbie Lamb also talked about the polish of the game recently, and I'm very excited about that. Polish is a huge part in a game. I mean, it's paramount that your game look and feel really good, otherwise people aren't going to want to play it. You can have the best premise of the game, and if it's not polished, then it's just not fun to play. Mass Effect did this really well, shooting back to another BioWare game. I remember being in the Citadel and just standing on one of those bridges and looking down the Citadel, where that river goes, and it like curved up, and it was like a lot like Halo in that aspect, and it made the environment feel really big, even though that the Citadel in Mass Effect 1 was a really small map, at least the part that I was exploring at that time. It made it feel just huge, like you were in this huge capital ship that had been around for thousands of years, and so on and so forth, that like it says in the lore. Next thing I want to touch on was the advanced class discussion, which, I mean, it's kind of a moot point, because that's pretty much what most MMOs do in this day and age. I mean, the other MMOs do it through specs. Look at WoW with, you know, you have a warrior, you can be Fury, which is DPS, or you can be Protection, which is a tank, and that's basically what the advanced class thing is doing. So, I mean, there's not really a whole lot new in that section, so, you know, it's not that exciting. The thing that excited me about that article while reading it was the metrics that they went over, and specifically the map of the bounty hunter starting area, and it showed all the deaths around there and how they were having problems with how many times characters actually died during their class quests, which I thought was pretty hilarious myself. But the thing I really liked about that is that BioWare was really open with that information. That's the first time I've ever seen that a game developer has released those metrics even in alpha stage, and that really excites me. It lets me know that they're really community oriented, and they want to let us know as much as they possibly can about that information, and that's awesome. I love that. Coming from a past game developer standpoint, that's just really interesting information. And I hope that they continue to do that and release more information like that, because that would be awesome to read about. So that was just a little sample of, I guess, my behavior as far as how it would be like on the show. So take a look at it. I hope you find a good anchor for the Republic. I love the shows that you guys put on Game Breaker. I watch them every week. They're just awesome. There wasn't a whole lot of information on how to get this information to you, so I'm going to send it to the contacts. And if there's anything I need to do in the future, then I guess I'll review that and do it, because the videos are not actually working currently for me. So once again, thank you, and yeah, may the force be with you, I guess.